as Ansley Watson recently took a trip to Mackinac Island, and she's talking to us today about Doud Market.
For over 100 years, Doud's Market has been serving the community here on Mackinac Island. It's family owned and they have so much to offer. So in a little bit, we're going to go inside, check it out, and see what you could expect when you go inside Doud's Market. Stay with us. Reporting on Mackinac Island, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
Well, as Cassie Lane joins me, you can tell that wasn't shot today. Welcome back. Of course, Mackinac Island is one of the most popular destinations in the state of Michigan. This morning, Ansley Watson is taking us to one of their favorite places to visit on the island.
Guess where I'm standing? It is Doud's Market, the oldest store in Michigan. Joining me this morning is Andrew Doud. He is the owner of the market. Good morning.
Hi, how are you? Good morning.
So you've been the owner for the past 10 years.
Yes.
This market has been in your family for 132 years.
Yes.
What is that like? Who started this in your family?
Well, it started on top of the Arnold Line dock in 1884, and my great-grandfather and my great-uncle started it together. And at that time, there were actually 3 grocery stores on the island. In 1943, it burnt down, and it moved to this location and half of this location. And my grandfather took it over then. In the 60s, he expanded it through the entire building. In the 70s, he bought the building. And then we recently have gone through another expansion last year where we expanded another 1,200 square feet that way, which is not much anywhere else in America, but on Mackinac Island, 1,200 square feet is huge. And my father had it until 2000, and my brother had it until 2008.
So was there a lot of pressure to be like, you got to keep it in the family?
You know, there was, but I didn't feel that pressure. I was the one who was leaving the family, so it just kind of, in a weird, odd way, happened. So I've really enjoyed it. I never thought I would. I was doing restaurant stuff, and so here I am. So it's worked out great. So.
Well, we look around, and obviously you're getting in food right now. A little bit different way of getting food into your store. How is it done here?
Okay, so in normal stores, you have a loading dock, and you have a forklift, and you have trucks that come in, and you unload the semi, and you put it in pallets. Here we have to unload each item individually, which is very, very labor intensive. The dray line, as you see, they have to unload each item, which is very labor intensive for them. And so we do this. Friday's our big delivery day, Tuesdays and Fridays, and we bring a lot of items up here. This is a chute that goes down to the basement. The store would not be able to function without the basement. So, you know, this is every day. We would love to have a loading dock, but real estate is a premium on Mackinac, so we don't have that. So
I noticed that, I mean, obviously a horse had to bring it up.
Yep.
And that happens, it's the way it goes.
This happens. We'll get 4 or 5 deliveries like this today. Normal day, 3 or 4. And, you know, it's on a hill, of course, so I've tried to be an engineer with every way to have some form of pallet system, and I haven't thought of it yet, so hopefully I have time to figure that out. But yeah, so this is every day. We unload here. We put stuff around the aisles, which makes it a little bit of a mess right now. We try to get it up as soon as possible to get it out of the shopper's way. Early in the morning, it's not that busy. Around 10, 11, it starts to get busier. So hopefully everything is cleaned up by then.
Now, one thing that was very intriguing to me was people walk in and you know them by name. You're like, hey, how are you doing? It's very personal. I really, really enjoy that. I like that. But I guess that's how it would be here on Mackinac Island, since it's such a smaller community.
It really is. It's a great small community. And in the summer, what you're seeing now is that even the summer workers are starting to be less and less every day. But it really is very enjoyable to get to know everybody that comes to work here for the summer. And we know all the locals, and we're very lucky to service all the people. But it's a lot of faces. I don't remember all the names, but you know, in 2 weeks, a lot of our friends will be gone. So it's a whole different story. And it's also a fun time. The winter's a very nice time, and we have a great local community. And so but yeah, everybody knows everybody, and there's good and bad to that. But you know, it's all good.
Well, later in the hour, we're going to explore more of the market, so stay with us.
Great.
Reporting on Mackinac Island, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thanks, Ansley. Of course, she made that trip last week. Welcome back. Of course, Ansley Watson had a great time during her trip to Mackinac Island last week. We head back to her now with more from her time at Doud's Market.
While tourism season comes to a close on Mackinac Island, that affects different businesses, especially here at Doud's Market. We're standing with the owner, Andrew Doud. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we've been exploring the market, the oldest market in Michigan. talk to me about the fluctuation of from summer months to winter months, the people.
Right. Okay, so in the winter months, Mackinac is a great community of about 500 people that live here year-round and hopefully shop here daily, and we're very lucky to have all of them as a great customer base. In the summer, it fluctuates up to about 5,000 with the local residents and the summer workers, and that's not including the overnight guests. So, and a lot of our workers are, you know, when you go from a community of 500 and you're trying to employ 5,000 people, it's a challenge. So Mackinac goes to a lot of college kids, a lot of foreign workers. So we're very fortunate to have these programs that bring foreign workers over to Mackinac to work. So we try to expand Doud's to please everybody. So we'll have Aki, Callaloo. Obviously, these are Caribbean items.
Oh wow!
These are the Asian items, and we have a Mexican variety over here. A lot of this won't sell so much in the winter months. So we this time of the year we start to dwindle down a lot of that, and items that are geared towards summer workers we won't carry in the winter. So the challenge this time of the year is to get rid of the items and to recreate the store to get ready for the winter months.
Let's travel over here. I found this very interesting. Whenever you first opened, you said that this store was much smaller than it is now.
Correct.
Show us on a scale.
Okay, so in 1943, the building was on top of the Arnold Dock and it burnt down, and we leased this building in 1944, but we only leased from these poles over. So it was an incredibly small store. So it was 1,200 square feet from the poles over. So then in the 60s, my grandfather expanded over to here, which is the original building, and he bought the building in the 70s, and then last year we expanded from this pole right over to through here an additional 1,200 square feet.
Wow.
So we bought the building next door, we bought half the building next door, and so we're still in the process of getting organized from the expansion. But I think it's been a great expansion for us. It's really opened up a lot of space. We try to have enough variety to where we can say we're a full-service grocery store. I think I'm telling the truth when I say that. A lot of people tell me I am. I think they're being nice. But so now we currently have 4,400 square feet, which is a very big store for Mackinac Island, but a very small grocery store for anywhere else. But I do think we have everything here, so.
On a business side of things, is it more of a challenge when tourist season dwindles down a little bit?
It is, because you want to have all the great items. You want to carry the fun organic stuff, and you want to have a lot more perishable items. But when you go from 5,000 people to another 2,000 people staying overnight, or 3,000 people, to 500, it's a challenge to have. The strength is always with numbers, and perishable items are more of a challenge. Fortunately, we have a great local base that shops here a lot, so I think we have a good variety in the winter. We'd always love to have more, but we do the best we can. So.
Well, Andrew, it's been an absolute blast. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Exploring Doud's Market. We've loved it. Thank you.
Enjoy your stay.
Thanks. Reporting on Mackinac Island, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.